In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful Agbada bubu gown with side rope and front slit. Please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. Fold your fabric into four. Okay, we are cutting a bubu dress, so your fabric should be on a fold of four. After that, determine the length you want for this dress. I marked 35 inch. All right. So after marking, the next thing I want to do now is to come up on the shoulder line. Just that point, mark half of your shoulder measurement. Then after marking half of your shoulder measurement, you will add extra 4 to 5 inch for the Agbada effect. There's an Agbada effect in the dress, okay, so you should add about 4 to 5 inch. For me, I added just 4 inch. Okay, so after that, exactly after that line, you will add your sleeve length. What I marked was 9 inch. I'll use it to make a straight line like so, just this way. Then I'll come down by 1.5 inch for shoulder slope. Okay, I'll also mark about 3 inch for the neck width. So I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope to the neck width, just like this. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to come down by my client bust line. So I marked her bust line and I also marked her waistline. Then I marked again her hip line. Okay, so come down by your bust line, your waistline and hip line. From the 1.5 inch shoulder slope, I came down by 10 inch. This will serve as the armhole depth. The armhole needs to be very free, so that's why I came down by 10 inch. Okay, I don't know if you can see this chalk very well. And from the bust line, I'm going to mark quarter of the bust measurement. I'll add just 4 inch for the freeness and bubu effect. And on the waistline, I'll mark quarter of the waist measurement. I'll include 4 inch. Okay, I'll also mark the same thing here. I'll mark the hip measurement on the hip line, then I'll include 4 inch. This is optional. You can decide to add like 5 inch. It depends on how big you want it to be. You can add 5 to 6 inch. Okay, depends on how big you want it to be. From the bust line, go out by 1 inch and connect your curve like so. After connecting, you cut it out just like this. I'm done cutting. The next thing I did was to come down by 2 inch for the back neck depth. I'll connect a round neckline like so. Then I'll cut both the front neckline and back neckline together. And I also cut the shoulder slope out. After cutting, I will remove the one I will use for the back and I'll fold back the front. Okay, I want to cut the front neckline. For the front neckline, I came down by 8 inch and I'll use my ruler to connect a V shape just like this for now. Okay, and on the center front, I'll go in by 1.5 inch, go in by 1.5 inch again, use it to form a straight line. Okay, it depends on what you want. You can go in by 2 inch or 2.5 inch. It depends on how big you want your band to be. And from the neckline, I will connect to the 1.5 inch just like so. Then I'll cut it out. Okay, so after cutting, guys, this was what I had. Can you see? So the next thing I want to do is to place the back piece right side facing each other like so. I will make sure I arrange everything in place. Then I'll head over straight to my sewing machine and I'll stitch the both shoulders. Okay, so this is me stitching the both shoulder on my sewing machine, as you can see. After stitching this one, I'll stitch the other shoulder. Then this is what I have. The next thing I want to do is to fold the hem part of the sleeve. Okay, so I'll just fold it to two like so. Then I'll go ahead and stitch as well. Okay, just like this. So my client bought just 2 yards without even asking me if it's going to be enough. She just bought 2 yards of fabric. Then I told her the length won't be long, so that next time she will buy 3 yards exactly. Okay, because this bubu in fact, the beauty is just to be long, just like you can see in the picture inspiration. It has to be long. Okay, so she too already knows that it won't be long. All right, so that was it. If you're making yours, you can just buy three at you get, so you will have the longer version of it. To make the Agbada effect, mark half of your shoulder measurement minus your neck width. Come down from the shoulder to your waistline and also connect like so. Do you get? Then after that, you mark your 4 inch. It depends on what you added for the Agbada effect. So mine was 4 inch. I marked 4 inch on the other side, as you can see. So if you're making it now, you are going to make sure the both chalk line aligns very properly. Then you go ahead and sew. You get. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the back. Come down by your waistline from the shoulder, go down by your waistline, then extend the first chalk you have to that point. Okay, include the 4 inch, make a straight line with it, and you have it looking like so. Next thing I want to do is to pin. So to pin it, you're going to pack your cloth from the center of that line. Then make sure the both chalk line aligns very properly on both sides. Then go ahead and pin. You can see what I'm doing here. You pack your clothes from the center, make sure the both chalk lines aligns very properly. Go ahead and pin, and you have it looking like this after sewing. Okay, you can see how it looks. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. Then I'll head over straight to my sewing machine and stitch. So this is me sewing it here. You can see how I placed it while sewing. So go ahead and do yours like so. After sewing this side, I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay,
Memories die out too hard. We were traveling mountain.
so after sewing, guys, you can see what I have here. You can see how beautiful the Agbada effect is. You can see how relaxed it looks. So I'll turn the wrong side of the fabric and I'll go ahead and shape. Okay, so I'm not supposed to shape from the hem part because it has side slit. Okay, it has side slit on both sides, so I'm supposed to give at least 10-inch space before stitching, but I'll do that one later. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and stitch. I used about 1 inch to shape the both side, just like so, and I'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Can you see? So after stitching, guys, you can see what I have here. So I've gone ahead to loosen up the both sides. You can make use of 10 inch, like you can go up by 10 inch before stitching. Do the same thing on the other side as well. Also fold the both side in such a way your rope would pass through. Okay, and for the front slit, since it's very short, I will just go up by 7 inch. Okay, I'll go up by 7 inch since it's very short. After marking the 7 inch, place your tape exactly at that point, then go ahead and measure from that point to round your neckline. Okay, you continue measuring till you get to the other point, just like this. So after measuring, guys, I went ahead to cut a very long band. So I made joining on this side. Okay, so it will give me a long piece. Do you get? I made joining there and I have double of it. So what I did now was to measure what I have. It was more than it, okay, to be on the safer side because this fabric is somehow stretching. The width is 4 inch. Okay, so when I fold it, I will have like 2 inch, and after maybe sewing, I will have about 3 inch or 3.5. So I used 8 inch for the front neck depth. Okay, I forgot to show you guys this thing. So from your dress, fold the two front neck depth together. After folding, you notch your neck depth. After notching, you measure what you have from one side of the neck depth to the other side of the neck depth, and whatever you have, you divide it by 2. Okay, I did that and I got 23 inch, so I divided by 2. 23 inch will give me 11 and a half. Okay, so from the top of your band, come down by half of whatever inch you get, then mark. Is after marking you will divide the width by 2, okay, to get the center line, or better still, you fold it and iron. Okay, So after that, I'm going to mark the length I have. Okay, I'm going to mark the length and a half and also include the 7-inch front slit. You can see I marked 7-inch front slit. So what I want to do is to stitch from that point, from that very point to this end, okay, leaving the slit. If you don't understand what I said here, then I'll leave a link in the description box so you watch a video of where I did the same thing, okay. So what I did here was to notch the back neck depth. I notched the center line of the back neck depth. Do you get what I'm saying? Then I had to now pin. I'll continue pinning. So when I get to the end, I'll trim the excess I have, then turn my band the wrong side, stitch with half inch from the wrong side, stitch with half an inch like so, then trim the allowance out. Now go ahead and sew, okay. So this is me attaching the band to the front, okay. So I'm stitching with just half inch. Remember I pinned first, so you should pin before doing this, okay. I will go ahead and continue sewing. Okay, before you sew, ensure you already stitch the band just like I explained. And if you don't understand what I said on the band side, I'll be dropping a link to a video I did the same thing. Do you get? Just check description box or you check the comment section for the link, click it and you watch what I did on the other video, okay. It's exactly the same thing with front slits, so you'll not be confused. All right, so I've gone ahead to stitch. As you can see, after stitching, guys, you can see what I have here. I'm here to iron. I've also fold the both side and sew as well. So before you sew the both side, fold the hem part first before folding the both side, okay. So that was what I did. Now the next thing I did was to use my safety pin to insert the rope on one side, just like so. I have 4 ropes here, so 2 will be on one side, 2 will be on the other side. So I'll just go ahead and do that. After inserting, I'll head over straight to my sewing machine and I will stitch the rope, okay. So just watch what I'm doing here. So stitch and cross like so, okay. When you cross, you already stitch the rope, all right. Then make your stitch at that point, like you end it there, and cut your thread like so. So you will have it looking like this after you're done. So the next thing I want to do is to tie it, okay. Once you tie it, you will have it looking like this on both sides. Can you see how beautiful it looks? The next thing I did was to iron and I wore on my mannequin, as you can see. So this was the outcome of a beautiful bubu gown. You can see how beautiful this looks. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.